Hello people, today I'm going to be doing a book talk about The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Yay! So, if you didn't watch our previous book talk, which we really need to do more of those because we've only done one, I pick a book and I talk about it, and that's it. That was really bad brain explosions. But anyway, the reason why I'm doing this by myself is because Kayla hasn't read this book yet. And she is planning on reading it, but she hasn't, and she thought it'd be a good idea for me to do it, so I said yes, and here we are. I do want to let you know, though, right here and now, that there will be spoilers for this book in this video. So if you haven't read this book, I do not recommend watching this video. I will say, though, I do my best to keep spoilers out of it, but I don't promise anything. Just saying. Okay, so let's start. The question, I'm gonna read you the back of the book so you can kind of get an idea for what it's about if you're wanting to read this. But then again, if you're wanting to read this, you shouldn't be watching this because of spoilers. So this is what the cover looks like. Back. And it says, despite the tumor-shrinking medical miracle that has bought her a few years, Hazel has never been anything but terminal, her final chapter inscribed upon diagnosis. But when a gorgeous plot twist named Augustus Waters suddenly appears at Cancer Kids Support Group, Hazel's story is about to be completely rewritten. I'm really bad at reading stuff aloud, sorry. Insightful, bold, irreverent, whatever that means, and raw. The Fault in Our Stars brilliantly explores the funny, thrilling, and tragic business of being alive and in love. I totally butchered that, sorry. Okay, first question. Do you like the first-person style of the novel? Yes and no. Yes, because then it gives like a more personal touch and a more personal touch. And no, because then you don't get to see anybody else's opinion. It's just her opinion. And like that's the baseline. So she might go, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, versus somebody else who would go, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So you only get the bad part of it, you don't get the good part of it. Even though The Fault in Our Stars deals with timeless questions, it has many markers of the year it was written, from Facebook pages to text messages and TV show references. Do you think these things will affect its ability to endure over the years, or do the concrete references enhance its appeal? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll actually be kind of like a flash from the past, I guess. Is that a thing? But I think it'd be cool, so like somebody reads this years from now and they get a flashback to, what year was this published? 2012, hey, that's close. Oh no, here comes Kayla. What? So, yeah, I think it'll enhance its appeal because, like I said, it'll be kind of like a flashback, which will be nice for some people. Question number 3. What was that? Did you guess that Augustus was sick? I'm going to remind you, I haven't read this book in a while. It's been about a year since I first read it. But from what I remember, I don't remember guessing him being sick. But I guess I should have saw it coming because that's kind of like something that you would expect to happen. So, yeah. Question number 4. On page 212, Hazel discusses Maslow's hierarchy of needs. According to Maslow, I was stuck on the second level of the pyramid, unable to feel secure in my health and therefore unable to reach for love and respect and art and whatever else, which is, of course, utter bleep. The urge to make art or contemplate philosophy does not go away when you are sick. Those urges just become transfigured by illness. Discuss this statement and whether you agree with Maslow or Hazel. Assuming that her opinion is the last half of it that says, the urge to make art or contemplate philosophy does not go away, I'm going to agree with her because I don't know from experience or anything, but I wouldn't think it would completely go away. It would probably be a little bit less of an urge, duller, but not completely gone. Unless you just don't like art, then I can't help you. Question number 5. In support group, Hazel says, there will come a time when all of us are dead. All of us. There will come a time when there are no human beings remaining to remember that anyone ever existed or that our species ever did anything. Maybe that time is coming soon, and maybe it is millions of years away. But even if we survive the collapse of our sun, we will not survive forever. And if the inevitability of human oblivion worries you, I encourage you to ignore it. Do you worry about oblivion? Do you ignore it? Different characters in the novel have different views and coping mechanisms to deal with life and death. How do you? So, I don't necessarily worry about oblivion. I don't know. I guess the sense of knowing that it's gonna happen, whether that's in my lifetime or 30 lifetimes after mine, I guess it comforts me a little bit just to know that it's gonna happen and there's nothing we can do about it. How do I cope with life and death? Well, I don't really know. Well, because I've been lucky and I haven't had any human beings die that are close to me. I've had animals die. But I don't feel like that gives me the right to speak about death, really. So, I don't know. But theoretically, I don't really know what I would do. I'd probably just be sad for a day or two and then suck it up, I guess. Question 6. Reread Augustus's letter that Hazel gets via Van Houten at the end of the novel. I'm not going to do that, but I have like a mental image of it. Do you agree with Augustus? Is this a good way for the novel to end? I didn't reread it because that's kind of a lengthy, is that a word? I do think it was a good way to end the novel because it gives kind of a sense of closure that, to me anyway, even though he died, it gives the kind of sense of closure that they're gonna be okay. If he being the author, hadn't put that kind of reassurance in there, I think, and just left it off of a cliffhanger sort of with all the sadness and stuff, I think it kind of would have felt empty and like open-ended, but the letter kind of, like I said, closed it up and was a good ending. Question number 7. What effect does the mingling of normal teenage problems with a terminal diagnosis create in the novel? For instance, do you think it is realistic that Isaac would care more about his breakup with Monica than his blindness? I'm not him, but if I were, I'd be more like, I just lost my eyesight. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. I wouldn't be worried about my girlfriend. I mean, be like, forget you. I just lost my eyesight. You can go do something else. I'm gonna be here blind. But I mean, maybe to him, she's more important than his eyesight. So, which is actually kind of sweet. So that's up to him. I don't know. Why do the chapters in the story get shorter during the time that Augustus is progressively deteriorating? I think it's to show, like, that she doesn't have a lot more to say. I'm not really sure any way else to look at it. Maybe John Green just ran out of ideas, but and he just decided to make the chapter shorter. But symbolically, I guess it would be more like he's dying, so she doesn't really have anything else to say. And, that's it. I don't know. What do you think? Thank you guys for watching my book talk about The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I will leave a link in the description to get it on Amazon, whatever article you want to use there, Amazon. Also, let me know in the comments below whether we should do another Fault in Our Stars book talk, but after Kayla has read it, so we can get her opinions too. This is like a part 2. Also, if you want any other books that, you want us to review, maybe we'll do. But we also have some But we already have some lined up, like The Darkest Minds. I think we're going to do Arch Enemies and Supernova when it comes out. I think we're going to start doing newer books, like Kayla wants to do The Toll. Or, The Maze Runner. I've been trying to get her to do the favorite code, but, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more like this. And if you want to see more of my face and my sister's face, which you will see in the bloopers most likely, make sure to click subscribe and turn on the notifications with the bell. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, and happy reading. I'm really bad at this. This is why I have Kayla, because she can correct me, that kind of stuff. Have you guys, ever, I'm sure you haven't, because Kayla and I are weird and we do stuff like this. Have you ever taken a Spanish word and said it in an English accent and just laughed your head off because of how weird it sounds? If you haven't, you should do it. This is what goes inside my brain. Oh no, now she's gonna yell at me because coaster lines. I need a coaster. Kayla's always yelling at me to use coasters. So whenever she's around, I make it a point not to use coasters because it's hilarious. I'm not really in with the cool people, so I don't know. Hierarchy? Reread Augustus's letter that Hazel gives. No. Hello, YouTube. It's like Amazon link. This one. Yeah, that's proper English.